Hello, ladies. It's Siobhan Goodwin here today, and I just wanted to ask you a question. Have you all ever seen a comfortable butterfly? Have you all ever seen a comfortable butterfly? And as you think about the question that I asked, your answer is probably going to be easy. You're like, of course we see a comfortable butterfly because they're just flying around at peace, making wows out of people that they pass by. Mostly everybody, I don't know everybody, but mostly everybody, even scientists, are really amazed with butterflies. And they're different colors, they're beautiful colors, they're beautiful, they bring peace. When you see butterflies, you get a sense of peace, excitement, or wonder, so your answer more than likely is gonna be yes. You've seen a comfortable butterfly because they're comfortable in their own skin, their beautiful wings, pollinating and making beauty, around the world. But they didn't start off as a butterfly, with the beautiful wings. They were created to be butterflies. That was the end stage. But they first started as an egg, just a little bitty egg on the back of a leaf. A lot of people don't even see, And then once the egg hatch, it becomes a caterpillar, a worm-like creature with a bunch of legs, just crawling around, eating up everything green it can find, right? But after the caterpillar stage, they have to go into their chrysalis stage. But what if the caterpillars decided that they didn't want to go into the chrysalis stage because it's scary, because they're in this hard shell and they're just sitting there? They don't know what's going to happen when they get in there. How long would they have to be in this chrysalis stage? Will they come out? Will their wings dry? Because when they come out the chrysalis stage, their wings are wet. Will their wings dry? What if their wings don't dry and they never are able to fly? And they just fall to the ground. What if they decided to never come out of the caterpillar stage? What if they just decided just to be caterpillars? And that's just like us. We have to go through different phases in our life, and a lot of times the unknown is scary, because a lot of times you have to go through a phase that makes you uncomfortable. But if you don't go into something that's different, if you stay complacent, if you stay in the place of comfortability, then you'll never know what you are supposed to become. You'll never know what colors your wings are. And see, just like the caterpillar, after it goes through its caterpillar stage, the next stage is the catalyst stage, the chrysalis stage. But see, in the chrysalis stage is where they develop the hard shell, right? Because it exists on the inside of them. The metamorphosis phase cannot happen until they enter into the chrysalis phase, right? So what I'm trying to say is, the chrysalis stage is on the inside of the caterpillar. The chrysalis stage is on the inside of the egg, okay? Until they decide they've eaten, as a caterpillar, they eaten everything green that they could find. They got all this energy, ready to get stored up to hang upside down on the bottom of a leaf or a tree or whatever it is. But until they decide to go and to attach themselves to something, to go into that chrysalis stage, the chrysalis stage is not going to start developing. Their skin is not going to start shedding to form that hard shell, where they take the change, the metamorphosis change, where their body changes from the caterpillar to a butterfly, where the outer layers shed, until they decide to go into the chrysalis stage. And in the chrysalis stage, they could be in the chrysalis stage for different butterflies, different amount of number of days, right? But nothing happens on the outside that creates the chrysalis stage, is what I'm saying. It's already on the inside, just like it's already on the inside of you. But you have to allow yourself to be stretched beyond what you're comfortable with. You know, a lot of times we sabotage what we want because what we need, we have to go into a place of uncomfortability, unfamiliarity, something that's different, something that we're not used to, something that makes us afraid because we may not understand the process. But once you enter into that process, you're going to go through changes that create you and to qualify you, to create you, to qualify you, to emerge these things that are already inside of you, to flourish, to grow. But you can't do that as a caterpillar. You can't do that as a worm-like creature with 1,000 legs, crawling and eating up everything. You have to take the next step to go into a place of uncertainty where you shed your outside skin. You get rid of things you don't need anymore. Right? So you go into this place, and for different people, you're going to be in this place for a different amount of days. But when you come out, once you go through the recreating phase, the metamorphosis phase, the changing from the worm to this beautiful, amazing butterfly, is when you will see what you're supposed to be. You'll see the beauty of it. Each butterfly takes on different colors, different shapes. You know, different places around the world. They land on different trees and different people houses and different people presence. But in order to be who they were created to be, they had to go through these different stages. They had to go from nothing, a little bitty, you can't even see it on the bottom. You may be passing by plenty of leaves that the eggs of a butterfly lay in the shade, dormant in the shadow, hiding to protect themselves from anything that wants to come and gobble them up before they even have a chance to emerge from the egg, right? But what I'm saying is, have you ever seen a comfortable butterfly? If you saw a comfortable butterfly, then you never would have saw the butterfly emerge into what you see as the butterfly, because they would have been afraid to go into the catalyst stage. The stage of the unknown, the stage where they take change from the caterpillar to the butterfly. They would have just stayed a caterpillar. They would have stayed and been happy with eating up everything green thing they saw, right? They would have never attached themselves to something that they didn't know would be strong enough to hold them. They would never attach themselves to something that they didn't know if something would come and gobble them up as they sit dormant. You know, the only defense they have is the shell, the hard shell around them. They would have felt like, what if the shell is not strong enough? What if the string that the shell is connected to is not strong enough to hold me? What if when it's time for me to break out of this catalyst stage, I don't know how to dry my wings and I'll never fly? But they didn't stay comfortable. They got uncomfortable. And that's just like us. We have to get uncomfortable. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to put yourself in a position of vulnerability. You have to put yourself in a position to grow, to change, to shed what you don't need. Let it go. Get rid of it. But you're not going to do that in a place of familiarity. You're not going to do that in a place of what's comfortable to you, because it's not going to stretch you to do something different, to see something different, to experience something different, to feel something different, to grow in a different area of your life. So the answer is no. You have never seen a comfortable butterfly. What you have seen is a butterfly who went through the phases it needed to go through to flourish into the beauty that you see. And that's the same thing that you have to do for you. Have a good day. I love y'all. And remember, girl, go get her.